Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 4th of July. This is the beginning of the new struggle for a new America. You see, ladies and gentlemen, what we have found out is this, is that in America, the people who voted for Donald Trump, not just Donald Trump is the head that shows you where everybody else is going. But the people that voted for Donald Trump hate other people. They will have determined that you don't deserve health care. You don't deserve education. You don't deserve housing. You don't deserve a life. The only thing you deserve is to bend down and make life wonderful for them. Every last one of you who voted for Donald Trump are saying that. It doesn't matter whether you are white, whether you are some other nationality, but in love with Donald Trump. This is a message from God. You spoke. That was your vote. That was you. Every last one of you farmers out there who losing your property, that's because you a low down dirty motherfucker just like Donald Trump. I say that again. All you people who got your little stores on the side because you benefiting from black people, taking advantage of what black people doing, and you couldn't stand up with black people, you went and voted for the devil. Why? Because you a demonic motherfucker yourself. How in the hell could you walk around and talking about, as long as I got mine, I don't care anything about you? Well, you see, the people that you thought cared about you don't give a fuck about you. And now, what are you doing? You know black people ain't going nowhere. You know black people been through all this shit before. And we not afraid of this motherfucking shit because we gonna deal with it. Yeah, I use profanity right now while I'm using it because it's in my motherfucking spirit to talk to some demonic people. I don't think you understand decency. You have to talk down to you. But having said that, I know that in order for God's glory to be made manifest on this nation, we have to spend the rest of our time trying to change your way of thinking. But you got some help. When you see how Trump don't give a stink about you, how MAGA don't give a stink about you, how Republicans don't give a stink about you, and how many white people don't give a stink about you. The only thing that cares about you, and it's not we black people, we don't give a stink about your ugly ass either. It's just that if you walk in the path of righteousness, we have to. Because righteousness said that we got to treat your silly, stupid ass motherfucker just like I want to be treated. Hey, that's what God says. As evil as you are, I have to be pristine and kind. Why? Because that's what God is. But you want to go for the devil, who that's going to take everything away. Now, we who listen to God got to fix this stuff again. All of you people who lost your health care, don't worry about it. Why? Because that's the devil's response. But God got to respond. That means that not only can you get back health care, but those of you who have been denied health care, who have not had health care, you're going to get health care. Why? Because that's the way God acts. God don't act like no stupid ass Trump. God don't act like no stupid ass white people. God don't act like stupid ass people who got guns and bombs and trying to kill folks, trying to make people call them God. No, that's not the way God is. God said, if you want to live, you honor God. And if you don't want to live, dishonor God. And that's what you're doing. You ain't living. You haven't been living. I know where you think you can vote for Donald Trump because you haven't been living. You don't even know what living is. But let me prove it to you. You see what Donald Trump has done to the American people and others who are here. You've seen it. You've gone through it. I promise you, right now, God can offer you a change where every last one of you can have your needs, your wants, and your desires met. God could stand here and have me tell you that you can have peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness in your life, that you can live your dream. God can have me sit right here and tell you that you will never have to worry for food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, infrastructure, anything made by the hands of man. God have me tell you that all of those things will be accessible to you. I can sit here and tell you that the freedom that you've always dreamed of is right here in your hands. All you've got to do is go out there and stand up together. Stand up. All of you who got screwed, all of you who got fucked by Donald Trump, stand up and come together and get out there and tell this whoever and whatever got to get down to pull these motherfuckers out of these jobs for lying to you. Pull them out and stand up and make sure that what God has promised everybody, that you can have. And all you had to do is get Trump out and then demand that we change our way. I guarantee you, we couldn't get a handful of votes. God wouldn't get anything from you. You think somebody crazy telling you that you can have life. That's where you are. You didn't, and I just thought, you got to suffer because of it, but it's not your fault. You were taught this. You were taught this in every walk of life that you've been going through. The only people who have not been taught this, people who suffer. They know the scope. They know what's going on. But you, no, you trying to get as far away from the truth as you possibly could by riding high with those denying liars. And now you see. But having recognized what's going on, again, you still would vote for Donald Trump. You would not vote for what's right because there's no righteousness in your soul. You still hate black folks. You still, for anything that you ever felt about it before, you still feel about it. And you still honor Donald Trump. Why? Because that's who you are. I thought I'd say that to you this morning. Somebody need to tell you on the 4th of July. Right now, they're celebrating. Did you last night on the 3rd of the 4th of July? They passed that bill that was going to screw everybody that wasn't white, and most of the white people too. And after they did it, they applauded and said, "USA, USA." That ain't USA. It ain't the USA I'm a part of. That's hell. When they did that, that wasn't no USA. That was HELL, HELL, HELL. That's what you were shouting for. That's what you were embracing. But this hell up in the turn. It's going to turn because black people got the spirit of love in them. They got the spirit of God in them. And they ain't nowhere in the world or hell going to walk over God's people. Let me say it again. Ain't no way in hell or ain't no way that hell going to walk over God's people. You got the message.